Hey, my bad.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
You imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Where is it?
What's wrong, Corey? You all right?
What's wrong with you?
Look. Hey, I'm like, where is he? What do you want? Hey, are we supposed to do it? Who's supposed to do it? What's up, OG?
What's wrong?
Look, either he done got darker, or I don't know where he is right now.
I think that's your screen, dog. That's your screen.
G right now, man. Yeah.
Huh?
I see G.
We both right
You don't
here.
see me?
We see you, yeah.
Where's he?
Up
I'm
in
right
the
here.
left-hand corner.
I don't see him. I see you.
And you talking about my service?
Is he talking?
Yeah.
I'm about.
I don't hear G.
I'm
He
about
was,
to.
he was introducing the show.
Oh, look, I didn't see him. I don't hear him or see him. Maybe, hold up. Let me log out. Because that's why I started talking.
Hey, I'm your boy G. To my right hand
Good.
side, we got South.
I'm going to send a picture of what I'm seeing right now. Yes, hold on.
We got South Carolina State
Huh?
University #1 fan. We are South Carolina
You
State.
see it, babe?
Yeah. Refresh the screen.
And
Refresh.
underneath the both, we got, of course, Decatur's silliest Corey Davis.
We are live.
And he
I
are,
get that. That's why you need to refresh the screen so you can actually participate.
he
so what I'm
he is starting out like his name is, man. Decatur's silliest.
We got tech support in.
We got tech support in the building.
Hold on.
I can't see it.
We'll probably have to leave out and come back in. Hold on.
Thank you, Kanisha. Hey, man, we appreciate everybody out there that's rocking with us, man, on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, man. Remember, when you come to the show, man, bring a friend, tell a friend. Don't come by yourself when you come, baby. This is episode 6, season 4. We have a great episode, man. But before we get into it, we know we got to pay some bills from our guy, none other than Alvin Jameson. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one, the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. All right.
What's up?
You remember how we started and you tried to talk about my service?
Hey, look, I called myself because G's screen was black. I said, well, let me go on and say something because you were just standing there looking on my end. I said, well, let me just, do what he do. I didn't see him at all.
And he was right in the middle of doing the introduction when you started doing it.
Hey, now one of you were looking at me crazy like, what the hell is he doing?
Well, welcome on, fellas, man. Decatur's most rude is back on.
That's how I felt like, oh my God, I was so rude to this man. I said, I ain't even see him on there.
Look, you showed me the picture, man. Yeah, it's a dark screen. I don't know what you're looking at. Dark screen over there. Hey, man. So we appreciate it, man. We have a great show. Great show. We're gonna jump into, of course, the NBA playoffs. We have some teams, man, that are struggling. The two favorites. The two favorites going into the finals, man. The Final Four. I think they were the favorites.
So in that book,
the Lakers and the Celtics. Did y'all not think that it was going to be a Lakers Celtics matchup before the season started?
You never heard me say that.
I've been saying at all. Nowhere. No.
I admit I say the Celtics.
Okay.
Then again, I've been riding with Jimmy Bucket too, so I kind of torn on that one too.
I'm about to say I don't know if you did. I think you said the Heat.
I think I was torn on that one too, but I know I definitely did not say the Lakers.
I know you didn't say the Lakers, but I think Corey was with the Lakers. I think he said the Lakers going to win
as a joke, because when I cheer for them, they win.
All right, so then we're gonna talk about the WNBA, because the WNBA started up this weekend. So we will jump into some WNBA talk. Brittany Griner's back, and with the Phoenix Mercury, the Candace Parker, Aja Wilson, without Becky Hammond, Las Vegas Aces. Talk about them. The New York Liberty, the other so-called super team on the east side of the division. So we'll talk about that as well. And then, of course, we got to go over the NFL schedule with the Atlanta Falcons. We didn't get to talk about them last week, so we will talk with them now that we have Decatur's Most Rude on. So those are some of the topics, man. And then, of course, we'll try to jump into some other things if we have time, man. But let's go ahead and OG, go ahead, big dog.
Hey, why don't we start out by giving our condolences to the Jim Brown family?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And you know, like the OG just said, we do have to start right here. Our deepest condolences, our deepest prayers and thoughts are definitely with the Jim Brown family. This pioneer, this legend, this activist, this actor, this one of the all-time great running backs to ever play the game. Cleveland Brown, Hall of Famer. Like I said, a legend on and off the field. Has passed away at age 87. He's lived a great life. He's done great things on earth. I mean, I must say, man, it's been a job well done by Jim Brown. The legacy that he's left and the people that he's touched has been not only in Cleveland, not only in football, but worldwide. He's someone that is known worldwide, and we just thank him for his contribution to society and like I said, activism, man. So, OG, you want to expound on that?
Oh yeah, like you basically said, and you know, he had an outstanding NFL career in a short period of time. And he did all his accolades. So even though I am the OG, I can't rightfully say that I remember seeing Jim Brown play. Right. If I saw him play, it was toward the end of his career, and not just though I don't remember even being the OG, but you know that just like history tells itself, you know, we've all seen the history, we've all seen the things that he's done, and I think his career was pretty short for the accolades that he had. But yeah, he will be missed in the society. He was a strong activist also. So yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Jim Brown.
So the past, since he died, you know, my wife was like, "Listen, are y'all gonna do a tribute to Jim Brown?" And at first I was like, "No, ain't nobody saying nothing about Jim Brown to me." And then she was like, "How come?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm gonna call again. Call him. I hadn't heard anything about it." And she was like, "Do you know?" She goes, "Listen, you should talk about Jim Brown." I'm like, "Why?" And I know I'm disrespectful. I'm just telling my story. I'm like, "For what?" And then I said, "Man, I lost Jim Brown when he married that white woman." She goes, "He didn't marry no white woman." And I was like, "I think he did." And then she go to looking up stuff telling me showed me his last 2 wives, and I was like, oh, okay, what wrong there? My bad. All this dude out. And, because I said, how you gonna be an activist for equal rights? And I said, I lost him when I lost James Brown. And she was like, James Brown. And I was like, yeah, he married that white woman. I said, he supposed to be. I'm black and I'm proud. So I was all on my high horse about that. Not that anything's wrong with marrying a white woman. Let me tell you that. But I was just like, how you gonna be all activist and then you do that? And then she was like, you got your Browns mixed up. And I was like, well, I'm not saying nothing about Jim Brown. I was like, I don't know it. I ain't never seen the dude play. I said, I know he good and all that, but I was like, I don't know. Well, my bad, but at the same time, I don't want to be disrespectful. Rest in peace, Jim Brown. But I did not expect y'all to come out with that.
Come on.
I don't mean to be disrespectful to the man, because I love some of his movies and stuff. I love a lot of stuff he did, like Gunsmoke. My granddad used to watch Gunsmoke, and I remember I thought it was weird that a black dude was on Gunsmoke with a leading role, and I was like, because he played football, they didn't do that in real life. Jim Brown had his own horse, he had a house, come on, man. But anyway, my bad.
Just for Kanisha. So he was selected all NFL 8 times, 126 career TDs. He played 9 seasons, 9 straight Pro Bowls, and 12,312 yards rushing. But they say he retired at 30, really around the peak of his career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he started doing moves.
Yeah.
Look, I will say this here. That was an amazing record to hold. I think for 9 seasons, I think if I'm not mistaken, y'all can fact check me on this. I think O.J. Simpson was the one that broke his record, right? And then, or I think it was O.J. But I know, either O.J. or the Sweetness. But I know it held for a long time, and then somebody had did it, and he only played 9 seasons. I think it took other guys an additional, maybe 2 or 3 seasons to do what he did in 9. So, I mean, that's great.
And in 9 seasons, he's never missed a game.
Right.
Never missed a game. Yeah.
What is it? Wasn't hurt or tired.
Yeah.
It's the Iron Man mentality.
He won 3 league MVPs.
Did he ever win a ring?
No.
Never won.
Remember when LeBron? When they won that,
they were the
first championship for Cleveland.
For Cleveland, period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And let's talk about it, man. Jim Brown is originally he was born in Saint Simon's Island in Georgia.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
like I said, I was not prepared for a Jim Brown tribute. Look, listen, I didn't get the text messages from you guys. R.I.P. Where's he gonna be? But he lived in Cleveland for all them years, right?
California. He lives in California. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he died in California. Let's say that in his house in California. So, I'm sure with his acting, he probably was in Cali. Do y'all remember "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker"?
Let me get one rib. Show him home.
How you gonna be a black hero? Look at this man. How you expect to be a black hero?
Now I will say this. I did read this some time ago. He was one of the first black actors to ever have a kissing scene with a white woman on.
That where you got the white woman thing from?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know where I got it from. Yeah.
Hey, see the fact that Kanisha put up there?
Yeah. She said he got a ring. It wasn't a Super Bowl then. It was an NFL championship.
No, he did.
No, he didn't get no ring.
No,
I was wondering for that. When she said he was the first NFL running back to rush for 10,000 yards.
Oh.
Was that true?
It probably was.
12,000.
Yeah.
Okay. But he didn't get no championship. Don't do that, baby. Sorry.
Hey, what's up? You're not your average guy. Steve, what's going on, man? He said he was ready for that James Brown tribute. He said ain't nothing wrong with a little swirl.
I know, right?
Hey, let's welcome Crystal Wright, Kanisha Davis, and James Littlejohn on as well, man, along with Not Your Average Guy.
Hey, Steve, I wasn't ready for it, Steve. I wasn't ready.
Hey, Kanisha mean that. She said 1964.
What happened in 1964?
She said he got a ring in 1964.
The Y, maybe, but I'm just saying it wasn't on the NFL level, was it?
He started playing in 1965 in the NFL.
She talking about, did he win one at Syracuse?
No, she talking about NFL. She said 1964.
Then he started playing in 1965 though in the NFL.
So he would have got it in 1964. Then he was still playing.
Not if he got it in 1964. He started playing in the NFL in 1965.
When was Jim
No,
Brown?
he started before then, G.
Huh?
He started before then, man. Come on now.
He played in 1957.
57?
Yeah, he was selected. Look, then he was selected.
55 was his final season, not his first season.
Okay.
I knew that was coming.
65 was his final season.
His rookie season was 57.
But he didn't win no championship.
He won a championship in 1964. You guys have Google. Look it up.
No, he didn't.
Look it up.
With who?
Hey, you better believe that, Cora.
1964.
1964, Corey. Look at
Championship. What?
Does anybody see this?
Let me see. In 1964,
Steve, you be stat checking. Tell us something. Did Jim Brown ever win an NFL championship?
he lost the championship ring from 1964.
No.
Brown said the ring was stolen from a.
So how did the ring get stolen if he never had it?
The win ring?
It's not. It wasn't something that he played in though.
Oh my God, are y'all serious?
Huh?
Hey, Kanisha, I'm not disagreeing. I'm looking.
She's saying it is. I don't know. Ain't nobody saying
it. Said he got reunited with a ring. With a
what? Is it a championship or what? What was it? What was it called back then? If he did
NFL championship.
The 1964 NFL championship game was his 32nd annual championship game held December 22nd, 27th, Cleveland. But who they played? With an attendance of 79,000 fans. Oh, they played Baltimore.
So he has a ring.
That's not. They in the same conference.
Not back then. Gino, that was doing back then, man.
Remember 10 teams back then, probably.
That's probably before we had AFC and NFC and that kind of stuff.
Oh, so that's not an NFL championship.
It's a championship, but it's not the championship as we know of today.
Right. Okay.
It's not a Super Bowl.
It's not a Super Bowl.
Right.
Okay.
It's not a Super Bowl. Okay.
Okay. It's the NFL championship game against
so that don't count
against the Baltimore. Oh.
Man, this dude had.
Isn't that like? Wait a minute now. Isn't that like the somebody winning the NFC championship? Like the Philadelphia Eagles got an NFC championship ring.
They didn't have AFC and NFC back then.
Championship. Yeah. It was the NFL championship before it was named the Super Bowl. The name of the event changing doesn't change the stature of the event. It was still the NFL championship game. Just like if the NBA were to change the name of the NBA championship, it's still the championship.
Like the NBA had the ABA and all that before everything.
So why was LeBron the first person to ever win a championship in Cleveland?
In basketball, he was.
No.
In basketball, he was.
No, they said in anything. It was anything for Cleveland.
Who is they?
The media.
Who is that? Because, okay, so but if you look at the NFL stat history, it says in 1964, the Cleveland Browns were the NFL football championship winners. So that's just what it is. I didn't make it up. That's just what it is.
That's true. You can't argue black and white. Those are facts. I like facts. I like receipts.
I love facts.
So the first Super Bowl was in 1967.
Right.
All right. So he won the NFL championship in 64. Okay. That was for the.
Okay, so I guess the Hawks got one too then, because I mean we count those.
You throwing shade now? Don't you?
No, right.
You throwing shade?
Yeah, you throwing shade. You throwing shade.
Right. No, you throwing shade.
If we're going back to the ABA, because that's
no, we didn't. I didn't go to a different league. It was still the National Football League. It was still the NFL. All they did was change the name of the actual event. It's different from changing one conference to the other.
Why did they change it?
More than likely marketing. Why does anything change? I mean, that's a marketing thing. They called it the Super Bowl. That's
when they came up with the AFC and the NFC too. After that,
right,
for the Super Bowl. So before then, they didn't have that division.
That was the Green Bay was the title town for what they did before the NFL merger.
It counts. Snack Panther, it counts. You know, I don't know what you're talking about. It counts.
It counts.
Why wouldn't it count?
Why would it not count?
So do they say Cleveland Browns have a championship? A Super what? I mean, do they say that?
NFL championship.
NFL championship. Yes.
Okay.
So the modern day era would be the Super Bowl era, right?
Okay.
Yes.
It was the 45th NFL championship.
Let me ask you a question. If the NFL decided tomorrow that they were going to rebrand the Super Bowl, they were going to call it something different. They're going to call it the Mega Bowl now. Okay. Does that change the fact of all the previous teams that have won Super Bowls? Are they no longer NFL champions because the NFL changes the name of the event?
What are you thinking about for so long? What's going on?
I guess they are champions. I guess you would call them a champion. You just wouldn't call them a Super Bowl winner. I guess, or a Mega Bowl winner. No more.
It's nobody ever did. No.
So Snack says it counts. Steve, what'd you say?
He said it was before they had the NFL and AFL.
I get that, but does it count? Do you think it counts?
I don't think it should.
Why?
Well, this isn't a poll. This isn't a matter of opinion.
I'm asking
the NFL counts it. It counts. This is not a.
I said count, babe. I said count. I'm just asking the people that we were doing this show for. OG, does it count to you?
I think it counts.
Okay, I live with you.
The championship.
Yeah, that dude in the other corner over there.
So I guess my question. So does the Hawks count?
That was a completely different league. They do count as league winners, but they were never NBA champions. They were ABA champions. That was a completely different basketball league. Remember, NBA and ABA were competitors at one point. So those are two different leagues. What I'm talking about is an NFL championship versus an NFL Super Bowl win, which is still an NFL championship under a different name. It's still the same league. Now, it'd be different if we were talking about the CFL, right? Like they won a CFL championship. That's a completely different league. This is still the NFL we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sit down.
Okay, and I'm hungry, so goodbye.
So you before we end this, you said don't count. He said his head no. You real fast. He's saying no.
I put in. Does the Cleveland Browns have a championship? And they said the Cleveland Browns have never won a Super Bowl. The closest they came to winning a Super Bowl was in 1968, 69, 86, and 87.
But you put in Super Bowl.
I said championship. I put in championship.
Right here. Hey, right here. When I'm looking at it, it say the Cleveland Browns. Look at this. It say total championships won between 1920 and 1969. It say the Cleveland Browns won 50, 54, 55, and 64.
And that was doing that, what's that, autogram days?
Yep. Now, Green Bay got a bunch of them on here.
Right. Before that, like you said, the Super Bowl era, before the merger, they were
how many did Green Bay have?
Green Bay, oh God. Green Bay got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So let me ask you this. How many times have you heard Green Bay say they got 11 championships?
But that's what I'm saying. We're not a different era.
What you doing, G?
Talk to me. No, wait. No. So wait a minute.
You got to do the division, G. It hadn't always been AFC, NFC divided like it is now.
All right. So how many times have you heard any Green Bay fans say they had 11 championships?
Because modern day they only talk about.
No. Wait a minute.
You're not being fair. You're not being fair, G.
No. So Green Bay don't never mention them 11 championships before.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Who have you heard them say? Who had one person you've heard say they had 11? I didn't even know they had 11 championships.
Them Lombardi days, that's where they came from. They didn't come from the Super Bowl era.
Yes, they did. That's not the Lombardi days.
Look, it says on Wikipedia.
No,
List
I
the
said
champions between 1920 and
I
1969.
said, what Green
Champions are
Bay?
champions, G.
What Green Bay fan or player have you ever heard say they won 11 championships?
I think they got them up in the stadium, just like how y'all got y'all's up. They got their championships up in their stadium.
The problem is, Corey, is that there's nothing on here. Dallas wasn't a team back then. So if it's been a situation where Dallas was a team back then, we would have been having this argument right now.
So some people. So how many teams did they have back then?
13.
They got 13 overall championships. It says Super Bowl. It said, listen, I'm just going by what's going on here. It said 13 Super Bowls and championships. The Green Bay Packers have won the most championships. They got 13 other than any other team in the National Football League history. It's just saying National Football League history, which is the NFL.
So answer me this. Answer me this. How many teams were in the league at that time?
Man,
The Cowboys was in.
I'm asking research, man. I don't know how many teams. We gotta go do some research, Jimmy. G.
How many?
I can call out a few of them right now: Chicago Bears, New York Giants, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, Washington Redskins, New York Giants, Cleveland Rams, Chicago Cardinals.
Wait a minute, the Cleveland who?
Rams got Cleveland Browns.
Have
We
y'all
have to
ever
go back and do some research, but the thing is,
have y'all ever heard of the Cleveland Rams either?
A championship is a championship. It's gonna be a lot of things we ain't heard of, man. That was before my time.
So, okay, the founding of the NFL was in 1920 was the first year. 1920, G.
Oh.
Then they started the All-American Football League, which is now the AFL, which is the American Football League. They call it the AAFC. That was the existing one, you know. So what I'm saying is, before the Super Bowl came, they were playing football. Before the Super Bowl era is just championships. You win the championships in your era. You got to count that for something. If it were your team, you would count it.
So we're gonna agree to disagree on this.
Steve said it's a legitimate league and they had a championship game. It counts.
Yeah.
So what are you debating? What you doing?
I don't think it counts right now. I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think it counts right now.
Because it's more than your team has.
I don't even care about that.
Sure?
First of all, how many? It was 6 teams in the league, 9 teams.
No, it was 20 teams.
It was 20 teams.
I don't know. I just guess. I'm in the original team for the NFL.
I guess y'all can count that as
14 original teams.
14 teams. Okay, I guess y'all can count it. I mean, all right. So they have 11 championships. So I don't want to hear no trash talk about Cleveland no more. Then about them, they have 11 championships from now on.
So who?
13. They have 13. I don't want to hear them say Cleveland.
No, not Green Bay. One got 13.
Oh, what they got 11?
No, they had like what did I say 4?
No, 11.
Who got 11? G.
Corey said they had 11.
Who said 11? I didn't say 11. I said 13 championships.
You said Green Bay had 13. You said what's name had 11?
Who?
Cleveland.
Oh, no, that was the OG reading that. He was just saying doing those auto.
I didn't say how many. They had 4 championships during that time.
They had 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have 4 from now on. So don't ever say Cleveland ain't never won the championship then.
So when they had in the modern
disagreeing, G.
Right, the Super Bowl era. Goodness gracious.
Wait a minute. We gotta go past the Super Bowl era because that's not the only thing that matters, right? Am I
Rest in peace, Tim Brown, man. Like, my bad.
I'm still arguing about this.
Yeah, look, that's all I'm saying. We can't keep on saying they never won nothing. They won. They got 4 championships.
And we all in agreement.
Okay. From now
Are you
on.
good with it?
From now on, yeah.
I don't think you're good though. I
meant to get there, boy.
You had to make it rise and just eat.
My guy, he had to be coerced.
Steve said, I'm getting a headache. Man. Look. He said, I didn't like the leather helmets. I guess. I don't know, man. I guess I'm only thinking of modern day terms, I guess.
Right.
I have never been to Canton, Kanisha. She asks, have I ever been to Canton? Tons of NFL history on display. I gotta go. I gotta go back. I gotta go and check it out.
My brother been there. Rodney been there.
Rodney been there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He spent most of his time, in the Pittsburgh room.
Yeah. All right, man. Good. That was a good topic, man. That was a good topic. Topic that wasn't even supposed to be there. That was good. I like that. All right, man. Let's go ahead and switch over to the NBA playoffs. My Los Angeles Lakers, man, are down 3-0 to the Denver Nuggets. It's never happened before. NBA team has never come back down from 0-3. I believe they're 6-56, being down 0-2.
Only a handful of coming down from 3-1, right?
Only a handful of us come back from 3-1. I must say, man, Denver has been playing like the better team. They've been playing like the better team, man, and their matchup with
this ain't hard for that boy over there. You see him, OG?
With Jamal Murray has been tough. I think I told y'all before, man, in that last series, I think he's back. And he's definitely back. Go ahead, Corey.
Are you gonna be okay? I'm struggling over your words right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the effort from, like Snack Panther said, D'Angelo Russell. I'm disappointed in LeBron James.
LeBron. Okay. Wait.
I'm disappointed in AD.
I got a question, G. I need some help here.
Talk to me.
Why does LeBron James flop as much as he does?
That's the NBA now. I
don't know. But he's not the biggest flopper on that team.
He's not?
Yeah.
You got a bigger one than him?
Yeah.
Who?
He played guard.
Oh, you talking about
huh?
Schroeder?
Yeah.
Man, Jokic ran right over that dude.
Man, Jokic better touch that dude, man.
He barely touched.
Dog, he didn't see him coming from behind. Jokic is 270 pounds. You don't think you're going to fall over if you don't know you about to get hit in the back? Come on, man.
That's flop game.
Wasn't this in LA?
Yeah.
I tell you about those stars.
Yeah.
On that Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
They be having the channel. They're like, come on, NFL. That's Chris, NF Skull.
No, that's my nephew. That's
my nephew. Yeah. Don't do that. Come on, he literally
did. He did. Y'all could have got it. Y'all could have picked something else.
That's your family. Okay.
He literally ran over the dude when he wasn't looking.
Do you know how many times they said LeBron has flopped in this?
Oh no, I don't disagree with you. I'm not saying it. I was talking about Schroeder.
Schroeder been flopping too, though. He look, D'Angelo had to look. Looked at him like, why are you on the ground? Nobody touched you.
I can't remember which game it was. He was playing that. I can't remember the guard's name for Denver, but the guard name for Denver was running toward him. He go grab my man arm and fall down and pull him with it.
Right.
And nigga wonder what they gonna call a foul on him.
Yeah.
Hey, since we talking about the Lakers and we talking about the NFL, that those acronyms have separate meanings. I told my brother this last night.
Uh-oh.
So the NFL stands for what?
Not for long.
So it's the same thing that's gonna happen to the Lakers.
Ooh, shade. Oh.
You do know we're in the Western Conference Finals.
I do.
That's still
setup, though. You don't appreciate the setup on how he did so.
That doesn't go. Like, we in the Western Conference Finals. We're in the last series before the finals.
But you don't. Do you feel? Ooh, we got a broom too. Man.
Hey, welcome on, Big Phil. He says they are the better team. Joe Vaughn says, "Hey man, the Lakers about to get swept, Lil John."
Do you realize what just happened to you, though, brother? You can't get away from this.
No.
You know, the setup was nice. I ain't gonna lie to you, OG. The setup was great when he said that was loud.
That wasn't even funny. That wasn't even funny.
I'm just glad I ain't answered. I don't want to answer myself. Not for long.
Hey, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back a few weeks.
Man,
when y'all beat Memphis, oh boy, when y'all beat Golden State, oh that was even worse. But now
you finally got a chance to say something.
I need that same enthusiastic G that I had when y'all played Memphis and when y'all played Golden State, because you told me we beat Golden State. We going.
Somebody else said that too on here.
Who said?
I did.
Corey.
Oh, I'm gonna say I know I didn't.
Yeah, but you never gonna say that, OG.
I know what's coming.
No, you don't.
You have a tendency to pick those kind of teams.
No, you don't.
They set you up and let you down.
No, you don't.
They build you up. They build you up. And then what they do? They drop
It's
you
not-
like a lead balloon.
The series still not over yet, though. You know.
Man, please.
Now they're gonna take this next one in LA. This you know, they're gonna start doing this.
Okay, so we can have a gentleman's suite.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. But I ain't gonna count.
I don't even see a gentleman. I think they're gonna get swept. I think
They had no answer for Murray.
We don't have no answer for Murray. Look, Snack. He don't have a team. He just hates he likes anybody that's playing the Lakers. So he don't have.
I do have a team. I got a team.
Anybody play the Lakers?
Denver.
Anybody play the Lakers?
Denver.
It was Memphis. They lost. It was Golden State. They lost.
Let's be straight. He's been consistent with his Golden State picks. Now don't do that.
Wait a minute. He's anybody who plays the Lakers.
That's not
his
true.
Team.
It's not true. I got to defend him on this part.
You can't defend him.
I did go with Golden State. We went with Golden State last year.
You did. But who is your team, OG? Go ahead and tell him.
Denver.
Who was your team last series, OG?
Golden State.
Who was your team before that, OG?
It was Golden State.
Right. No what?
Oh, come on, against y'all. Okay.
Yeah. It's anybody who played the Lakers.
And you know why?
Why?
Why is that, G?
Because of me and your brother.
He said,
"Look,
so, anti-faker."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anything.
You know?
Credit. That's right. He has no problem with it. He knows. He's gonna tell you in the beginning of the season, I'm gonna root against the doggone Lakers every time they come on TV. He's been consistent with that.
And y'all have a tendency to pull against my teams too. When y'all don't have no team.
Oh, we gonna definitely pull against your team. That's what we do. I have no problem.
It's a show though. The Lakers is a TV show.
It's what they needed to get in. I told y'all that in the beginning. They needed the Lakers to be in the playoffs.
So why they gonna let them get swept then?
They didn't give the memo to Denver, and they didn't give the memo to the Miami Heat either. For the Lakers and Celtics rematch. They didn't give that. So everybody saying we about to get swept, man. I honestly I agree, man. I'm disappointed. But let me say this, and you know, I'll be hard on coaches when they don't do right. And I give them credit when they do right. And I've been giving Darvin Ham a lot of flowers. Darvin Ham has been out coached in this series.
Has he been out coached? Or y'all just don't have an answer for, one person?
There is no reason D'Angelo Russell should be getting this much playing time when he's not playing as well as he should be playing. You have bigger guards on the bench that you're not using. And
so
Troy Brown.
Who should be playing?
He should put in Troy Brown. He should put in
Troy Brown been playing.
No, he played the last 7 minutes of the game, like when we was blown out. He only had 7 minutes the whole game. He hasn't been playing. I I would have sat D'Angelo. I would have sat D'Angelo down.
You would play. I'm saying, who would you play instead of D'Angelo?
I would have played Troy Brown. I would have played my Malik Beasley. He's a little bigger guard. I would have played him. But he and I understand he's trying to stick with him.
For defense or for scoring?
Shit, he's not doing either or. I would have did it for defense, but he can shoot a three as well. Troy Brown can shoot a three as well. But I think you need a bigger person on Jamal Murray, man.
Who would you put on Murray? Walker? Or I mean, who gonna stop him?
Well, Lonnie's been trying to guard him over the last couple game and a half, I guess. LeBron tried to guard him a little bit yesterday, which actually did pretty good. He actually did pretty good on him.
You can't expect LeBron to guard that dude.
No,
man.
I'm not expecting him to. But Darvin Ham has been good for year round. Like he's been good. But this particular series, he's getting out coached. I mean, you gotta give him. I mean, you can't when he's not doing well. You talk about him when he's doing well. You give him his props. I've been giving him his props all this time, but now he's not doing well. I gotta say what I feel. I mean,
what was the demise in Game 3?
Huh?
What was the demise in Game 3?
It was Jamal Murray, man. A lot.
I'm talking about for y'all.
Jamal Murray, man. And a lot of 3-point shooting going up with LeBron James.
He scored that more much in the second half, did he?
Not in the second half. He was cold in the third, but he still ended up with 37.
But he was 0 for like.
I think he was like 26 or 27 at halftime.
Yeah, he ended up with like 37. He had in the fourth quarter. I think he ended up with 14 or something like that.
Who did?
No, Murray.
Oh, I'm about to say
he had 14. He had 26 at halftime. Well, I guess he could have.
He had 37.
Yeah, he had 37.
He ended up with 37. Yeah, he ended up with 37.
I thought Doncic was the one that went off in the fourth quarter.
Doncic, he did well in the third. He kind of held him down in the third, and then Jokic, not Doncic.
I was like,
Jokic.
Yeah. But I think their supporting cast helped in the fourth quarter too. Y'all got close. Every time y'all got close.
And LeBron shooting all these doggone threes, man.
He hit some threes, man.
He hit 1 3.
I would say
he hit 2.
I don't think he hit 2.
I don't think he hit 2. Dog.
I think one of them was. They thought it was 3, but I think his foot was on the line.
He was out there, but it didn't count.
It's been too much. It's been too much. Phil said he had 30 in the first half.
So is LeBron gonna be there next season?
Yeah. I don't think he's going nowhere. I don't think he's going anywhere.
I think Steve got it on the head too, though. Said Denver's bench has been really good too.
They're the better team, man. They're the better team. And I had them going in the beginning until I saw my Lakers playing so well, and I was like, you know what, my Lakers might get them boys after they beat the Warriors. But before I had the Denver Nuggets going. Before that, I thought it was going to be their year, but yeah, it's
they balling right now, boy.
Yeah, they balling. Yeah, Steve says he's like 1 for 20 from the 3-point line, dog.
Yeah,
I did too, Javon. I was like, this is going 7. I was like, Denver did what they're supposed to do at home. The Lakers are going to do what they're supposed to do at home, and then blam. This is what happens.
Because y'all was 10-0 in the playoffs at home.
Yeah, at home, man.
You say your cousin was talking about some kind of lotion LeBron was using?
Let me see. Really? What Phil say? Where's it at? I don't see it.
Some lotion. All right, what kind of lotion?
I don't see it.
Did something happen to the lotion? Was it hand too sweaty or something?
I thought he was talking about Phil, my cousin, on here.
Because if you do use like a lotion and you try to buy,
it gets slippery. It gets slippery.
No doubt.
All right, let's go to the Eastern Conference side, man. And you got the Boston Celtics down 0-2, lost both games at home to the Miami Heat. Y'all talk to me about this series, man. Jimmy
Good.
Buckets. Jimmy Buckets.
Williams opened his damn mouth and couldn't back it up. That's
all up in my man face. You know, you have to realize when and when not to poke the bear.
What? But Jimmy he said that fueled my fire. I'm coming right at it.
If you go poke the bear, then you better have a doggone bear trap. If you don't have no bear trap, don't poke the doggone bear.
You hit 1-3, and then you get all in his face.
Yeah.
You get the talking junk, and then you look. Then he come right back at you. He said, "Give me the ball." Coming right at you, and you can't stop. I mean, and then you sit then you sitting on the bench looking. You know, you don't put your team in a hole after you done talk trash. Yeah, they can't do nothing with you now. Buckets. If they lose tonight, if they go down tonight, because I said right now, I think they knotted up. I think maybe 16, 19, something like that. They close right now.
18, 16.
You got to do better than that. Oh well, I'm sorry, Miami Heat. They up
21-16 on my TV.
Huh?
Oh,
21-16.
yeah, they're 21 now. Yeah, 21.
Yeah, they're up 21 now. But that's what I'm saying.
If Miami win tonight, that's over too.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Now let me ask y'all a question, because y'all keep talking about coaches getting out coached or whatever. This new coach at the Celtics, he's going to end up, if they lose, let's say if they do lose, going to end up with the same situation that Udoka had. I mean, but this is not the finals, but this is the conference finals. I mean, has he been given a contract? Excuse me. Is he the?
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah.
He the man. Okay.
And let me say this, man. These are first year coaches we're talking about with Darvin Ham and Joe Mazzola, and sometimes, yeah, and not Spoelstra and not Denver's coach as well, man. These are veteran coaches, man. So I think it's showing. I think it's kind of showing, man, on both sides. This Miami Heat team, and I'm gonna put this. They were ready for this challenge, but I don't think TNT did them any favors. And I'm talking about the Celtics, because they were on there talking about the Miami Heat don't stand a chance. The Miami Heat will be lucky to win a game.
My Shaq and
Shaq, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, like there's no way they win this game. Like,
were they were shading them?
Oh, they were. Look, what I think they gave them a -0%, -20% chance of winning. Like, there is no way that they can even come close to playing against these Boston Celtics.
Really?
Miami Heat heard that. Them players heard that.
Yeah. But I don't know. And you talk about being our coach. I think when Jimmy
97%.
When he gets hot, I'm gonna take my chance if somebody else try to beat me and get the ball out of his hands. Make him get the ball up.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
when he get on that roll, and see that's the difference between him and Tatum and Brown, and even Wnba. They talk about the shots that they take at the end of the game. Jimmy Buckets goes and gets the ball. Give me the ball.
I will say this too. Even with that, they switched out Smart, they switched out Williams, they switched out Brown. It didn't matter. Like you said, at that point, I'm willing my team to get this. And then Bam Adebayo banging up under the paint. Man, listen, they wanted it in that fourth. They wanted it, and that was the difference. Then your boy, the one we had at the Hawks, he just kept fouling towards the end, but he kept wanting to shoot threes. Get up under there. You want to battle, get up in there and bang.
Yeah. Hartford,
yeah. Al, come on, man. Get from out.
His shot been off during this series, man.
Right. When your shot ain't on, get your butt under some paint. I need some color under your feet.
Yeah. Nephew says, man, crazy that the Heat could beat the two best teams in the East as the A seed.
The Hawks beat them. That's the crazy part, is the Hawks beat them in the the game 4 play-in?
Remember we talked about that.
The Hawks, the Heat didn't want to play Boston in the first round.
Yeah,
yeah.
They take that game.
Yeah,
they played Milwaukee in the first round, And right now it's working out.
Yeah. And Snack says, man, G, not true. Ham did an excellent job against Kerr, but you forgot these Lakers only been together since February. That is true. And let me say this. I said Ham outcoached Steve Kerr in that series. I thought he did.
You can't do that. You can't do that, man.
But when I said so, but right now I think he's getting outcoached by the Denver coach.
And he might be, but you can't make that statement saying they only been against in February because that statement wasn't made when they was winning. So don't come to me with that statement now that they losing.
But let me think about this though, OG.
I'm just saying, when they winning, nobody made that statement. But they only been together since February when they was winning. But now when you losing, now the statement come out. I only been together since February.
But I hated on it initially, but then I had to think about it. They started off the season 2-10. You know what I'm saying? They start the season off. Now after the break, they made that change and they brought in 3 bona fide studs that they flipped them over now. OG.
When did the playoffs start?
The playoffs. I'm just saying for that team when they brought in those 3, when they made those trades, it did make that a different team. When they got rid of Russell, Beverly, and 2 other guys, right? That was a whole nother team.
But when did the playoffs start?
When them jokers got on that team.
When did the playoffs physically start?
You asking me a date? I don't know. I'm just telling you.
When the playoffs started, G? They started with this being May now.
Yeah, it started April, late April. Yeah.
February. April. Everybody started on an even keel when the playoffs started.
What I'm saying is, so between February and the time the playoffs started, there was plenty of games within that span. And they said, and it's been said that the Lakers had the best record after the All-Star break, which is when they brought on these players, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You making his point. What you doing? What you saying?
My point is, you can't come to me now and say because they losing that the players only been there since February.
Okay. I get both of y'all. Listen, I get both.
That's my point.
All right. How long? He says, how long has Denver been together?
What difference do that make? If you jail, you jail. You jail enough. You jail enough to beat Memphis. You jail enough to beat Golden State. But now you're coming up against Denver. How long has Golden State players been together? And you beat them.
They had some turmoil. The
question is, we're not talking about trouble. The question is, how long has Denver players been together? How long has Golden State players been together? Probably longer than Denver's players been together.
That's a good point.
Denver's team is different.
You can't bring that to me.
I'm giving them both a different team because I said Murray didn't play at all last season. Mm-hmm. You know, he had the ACL tear coming back this season. Mm-hmm. But all I'm saying is I understand both scenarios here. Like I said, you can't bring it to them now that they're losing. But at the same time, I got to contribute that team with G's statement. It was not the same team 4 months ago.
Okay, but when we talking about KD not playing with Booker that long, that wasn't acceptable.
It just didn't work for them. It didn't. I mean,
they was expected to win anyway.
They imploded.
That wasn't acceptable.
They imploded when CP3 went out. When CP3 does his, I can't play in the playoffs because I'm got hurt. You know, this is his thing. They were not prepared for that.
But you know what I mean? They got beat in Denver with CP3.
Who got beaten?
They weren't beating Denver though.
I'm saying Phoenix got beat in Denver with CP3.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they had no bench either. They weren't deep.
Yeah, we already said that they gave away the bench to get KD.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna agree to disagree on this one too.
Okay. My dad says I don't think that Ham has been out coached. It's the players not making the plays.
I always say that. I say
y'all don't never put no blame on the coaches. I've never heard y'all say the coaches.
I'm not saying there's no blame on the coaches, G. Only thing I've always said in the past is if you go hold the coaches accountable, you got to hold the players accountable too.
I think you do.
That's all I ever said.
I think you do. Like the Ezra Rose should have been sat down. They should have been sat down. That's on the coach. Oh.
But it's on D'Angelo Russell's point to make them doggone plays too.
It is.
Man,
It is. But
go ahead on with that nonsense.
But when he ain't, what do? Don't leave him in there.
Javon, how much you want to bet on that record?
There you go, man. Cowboys going 15-2. That's my dog.
I bet you and G anything y'all want to bet on that record right now. On this podcast right now. Right now. Oh, don't go back there. Go back. Rewind.
Damn, what's going on with this?
So Steve said they're pros. Excuse denied.
Thank you very much, there. Not your average guy.
There you go. Hater. OG the hater. Look,
and I live up to that 100%.
100. My nephew says that's because the reason they won wasn't because they aren't experienced together, but the reason they're losing is because they don't have experience together. All right.
What? What did you say again?
Snack says no excuses. I'm just saying teams build over time. They build to get to become a championship team.
I agree. I agree with that.
Okay. Oh,
sometimes it don't take that long though. So that's what I'm saying. The Lakers did a great job with these guys that they brought in after the trade deadline, and I'm like how he's saying G saying that he got out coached, but Marvin Ham has done a great job implementing these guys on the squad in order to make the play in, and to make the tournament.
Yeah, he's done a hell of a he's had a hell of a season as a coach. Hell of a season. Just because you get out coached in a series don't mean you're a bad coach.
He'll learn from the mistakes.
He'll learn. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. This is his first year as a head coach. And I think he's done a phenomenal job. All right. Nephew says AD needs to stop taking shots. It was so lame watching him run up to the rim and miss every time. Yeah.
But he still ended. He had 28 buckets, though, right?
He had 28 and 18.
But the thing I understand about that is,
he only missed like 5 shots.
In the fourth quarter, Denver was letting Jokic bring the ball up the court. We got a 7-foot point guard.
He got some handles.
Yeah. And on the top of that, then AD gonna go up there towards the end of the game and just start fouling them. What are you doing, AD? We down 3. Why are you fouling them? I mean, it's just dumb stuff like that. James says, man, I hope LeBum goes somewhere else so OG can have him. So OG gonna follow wherever LeBron go, except to the Lakers. So if LeBron ever leaves, that's OG's team from that point on. All right.
I knew y'all gonna ruin my guy when he came to
LA. Snack said, listen, whenever your starting point guard goes 1 for 8 in the game, you got to say that you need to tweak the damn team, whether how long these teams been together or not. So I agree with you that. Darvin Ham has been great. I think everybody agrees with that. Denver is just an overall better team. Yep, a team. I think we all agree to this, man. Wrong. AD must shoot. Who else going to make shots? Yeah, I don't.
You got Reeves. Let me ask you this: why they don't start? What's the funny guy name?
Rui.
Yeah,
Rui.
Yeah. I think they need more bench scoring.
Hey man, that kid is Japanese or something like that.
Yeah, Japanese.
Yeah. So with mom Japanese, daddy black?
Something like that. Yeah.
It's got to be. His dad was probably stationed over there. That's all I'm going with. It's stationed over.
That was.
He was in Okinawa.
What's up with Davis Littlejohn?
What's up with Davis Littlejohn? Why is he so consistent? It's supposed to be a question, comment in between that one. Yeah. All right. So he's asking what's going on with him. She's talking about James. All right. So yeah. So hey, what do y'all think about this? Like y'all said, Boston lose this, man. It's over for them. They have no answer for Jimmy buckets. And I honestly, Spoelstra is out coaching their coach over there too.
You know how?
Defense. The problem with what they're doing is if you're a one-on-one team, you're not going to win versus Miami. If you watch Boston, they give it to Jaylen Brown or they give it to Tatum, and they say go to work, and then everybody else just get what you can off of that. That would never beat the Miami Heat. Their defense is too. That's what they did with the Hawks when they played the Hawks. A couple seasons ago when they was giving the ball to Trey and Trey try to get everybody else involved. That doesn't work. You got to be able to swing that ball around and get that defense moving, and it's killing them.
I'm gonna give my opinion on that. What they're doing is he's talking right to Butler. Do what you do best. Remember I think I was it was Reggie Miller. I think he's on that team or that group that's officiating. I'm not doing color commentating for this. He said you need to get buckets back in the game. He said he's over there talking to him, get him back in the game so he can tone this down. Tone like whenever they make a run, whenever Celtics make a run, get buckets back in there so he can slow the game down and get back to Heat basketball.
The Boston Celtics was one of the top scoring offenses in the league.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on on that part then? On that side,
it's an intimidation. Yeah,
like you're saying, like you just said, you just called it. Jaylen Brown and Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
So goes that team.
And then
had a great night. They hit it. That was another game though, but that's the problem. I mean, they don't give that much inclusion for the supporting cast.
I'm gonna tell you something else I like though, OG. Kevin Love. He been listen, that secondary group that they got, that bench team, it might well be coached by him. He's out there. I'm giving Snack Panther some love on this one. He's out there, because I know this is probably the end of his basketball career or whatever, but that pickup helped that bench because he's not starting, right? But he's coming in on that second group.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, he talking to him, talking out there.
And you got to add what's coming to in there too in the second group. Lowry.
Kyle been there though, right? Kyle been with
He's Kyle. He on the second team too though, but it just goes to show
the flop.
They have a lot coming off the bench. With Boston right now, I think the only thing they got coming off the bench is Brogdon.
Grant Williams.
I would say y'all Grant Hill and
Grant Williams. Grant Williams is the one that poked the bear. He all up in my man's face. They nose to nose.
Yeah, his old
come back down. 3 or 4 straight possessions is scoring.
Yeah, they put him on the bench. Sit down, boy. Sit down. Yeah.
I think somebody put in that chat thing. He acting like my man from Memphis.
Let's get there. Can we get there? Let's get there.
Where?
Morant.
Oh, I just
I gave
you the lead. I laid into that for you.
Oh, you missed it last week. Okay, you missed that week. Okay.
Can I get a piece of that?
Yeah, you get a piece of that. So let's go ahead and recap on what we talked about last week with John Morant, and let's get your side of it. Corey, tell us how you feel about it, man. What's going on with there?
You know what? I was telling my wife, and I'm not gonna make an excuse for the guy, but what I'm gonna say is something that we can all relate to. That dude, 23 years old. He's still a kid. G, if I'm not mistaken, you got a 23-year-old?
24.
Yeah, 24-year-old. So okay, I got a son, but I don't have a 23-year-old. But and OG, I know you've raised a 23-year-old before, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go back to some of the mistakes your 23-year-old has made, I'm not making an excuse for him because, like I said, right now his thing is he wants to be influenced by violence, guns, hood, whatever. He wasn't raised that way. But then again, when I watch his dad, when I watch his mom, I don't know if it's the money that's influencing them this way, but something is changing that family dynamic. When your mom got to call you, hey, this dude at finish line got an attitude with me. I'm on my way up there. I'm bringing a gun to Foot Locker. I'm at finish line. But then you come on to the NBA, onto the main stage, but you have been inundated by a Memphis. How would I put this? A town that's known for a little bit of violence here. You know what I mean? I ain't saying Memphis ain't the one a city that everybody's flocking to move there, but I got people from West Memphis, and it ain't the best. But what I'm saying is, you got a 23-year-old who has millions on top of millions and don't know how to act with it. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And what I need for him to do, because we can all say you need to stop this, do this, but he's gonna be 23. He hadn't matured yet. Still a kid. He's still a kid. You want him to be a Tatum, because Tatum is 23 also, ain't it? Or 24, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't the same. Maybe a new team, a trade or something. Or in his case, sometimes you got to take something from him. But I just don't know if that's going to happen until he matures a little bit. We watch his dad act the fool on the side of the court at the games too. I just don't know what he's going to do. But I just know that it's a 23-year-old who has found a love for guns.
Is that what it is? A love for guns?
Do you see whenever he was remember that they had that little TikTok meme where when the dude was shooting, he like, ah, ah, ah. That's his thing. I don't know what it is. He said, I renounce guns, that ain't me, I ain't violent. But then you come on your buddy, hey man, we on there, we chilling, man, and you got one, you rubbing it down. You're not gonna stop. This ain't, this is what you want to do. Or you bring one to a finish line, you tell the dude, I'm gonna kill you. The guy was in that back locker room, locked in there for 2 hours until mall security finally decided to show up. Hey man, you can't do that. He wants to be embraced by that. Remember, two of his friends, two of his entourage, they can't come to Memphis games anymore because of how the dude just fouled me, and your boy comes on the court don't foul him like that. Don't foul my boy. Your dad gets into it with Shannon Sharp behind a foul at a Lakers game.
Behind LeBron James.
I'm just saying, and that is a LeBron thing. What are you upset for? Yeah. Don't foul my son. Your son, he plays a violent kind of ball. He wants to dunk on everybody he can. But at the same time, I just said it's still a 23-year-old. I got two young brothers, and one of them is 29 and he at 22. It's just, I'm blaming it on his age, and I'm blaming it on maturity.
Snack says, man, Demetrius T. Morant needs to be a father and teach his son how to be a professional ball player. I don't know if it's T. Morant was a ball player turned barber living off his son or what it is, but my dad says, man, no excuse for him. He's had multiple chances.
Facts.
And Steve said, I don't know, man. I think he's trying to create a thug persona. Don't get why though.
Me neither.
Most people want to get out of the hood and get away from that. They want to make it to get away from that. He's made it and coming back to it or going to it. Yeah. So yeah, it's
I think, like I said last week, I think he needs to choose his so-called friends wisely. The entourage that he has right now, it ain't working. It ain't taking the way he wanted to take it. And I think we said last week that, I think the guy that was doing the recording, maybe he didn't know Jobs was going to pull the pistol out because, he kind of like.
He lied.
What I'm saying, but I don't think he knew Jobs. I don't think he knew Jobs was going to pull it out because you could tell how he started recording down when he did it. He didn't just keep recording when it happened. But I think if you want to be like that, then this social media is true now. This didn't come from different networks, anything that's speculating and somebody sent them the film. You posting this stuff live on your own social media page.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that live, then do it at your house and select your friends that will come in there that you can depend on and not go record you and then take it to the media to try to make money off of you. But you had to, and like I said last week, I'm sure he's got kids out there.
Yeah, my child.
That's admiring him, and he's becoming their role model. But you have to consider that not only for them, but for your own child.
I just watched my little 8-year-old doing that little. What's that little dance he like to do?
Yeah, I don't know what that dance is.
Gritty.
Yeah, that little shuffle. Yeah, I'm like, what you doing? You know, yeah, the gully or whatever it's called.
The gritty.
Yeah.
Man, get hip, dog. Get hip, man. Come on, bro. Yeah, join me, man. Join me.
And I was like, I didn't know what it was. Look, him and both of them in the kitchen. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, but that's what I'm saying. That's the influence on the kids nowadays. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope he gets it together, man.
Yeah, I hope so too. But like, Corey, you talking about finances? He's been hitting the pocket.
Oh yeah,
I think he lost $600,000 for the games he got suspended for, and I think either you or G brought this up. How much he lost because he went through that. He didn't make the All NBA teams. I think it was like, I think y'all went said like 35, 39 million.
Yeah.
That was an incentive for him making the team.
Right, and then Poway, they're considering pulling back now. You know, the endorsement for him, and that was like, I think they said his Poway endorsement was almost 50,000 a game. You know, but then, you know, the average person don't seem like that's a lot of money per game. You know what I mean? It makes no sense, man. But I mean, I'm sorry I missed that first group, but I just had to get a little piece of it because it just.
Oh yeah,
I feel you. Snack says, man, you should be on vacation in someplace tropical. It ain't his friends, it's Ja. Those friends are broke. They need Ja.
Man,
so he disagreed with the argument. OG, man, this got to be on him.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this on him. I'm saying the people around you are not your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Disconnect with them.
Yeah.
There's got to be, because you got those people that ride with the bag. You know, they got to, they want to go with, you know, where the money goes, you know. But there should be somebody in there, hey, man, turn that phone off. Or, hey, man, you know.
But LeBron has got people he's been riding since he was in high school.
But they all, they ride or die for him, you know. But at the same time, he's also helped them make money too, you know.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. But they not. You don't see that down by him.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. He's making his people are not trying to act like. Well, and I don't know. I ain't gonna say these people not to act because they're not that type of person though. They weren't that.
Yeah, you're right.
The people he's hanging around with, that Josh hanging around with, they from the streets, like you know. So
they got that life.
They about that life.
Yeah,
so
these are active suburban kids. You're right.
Right.
I got you. Yeah,
so,
that's true.
So
these guys had fathers and mothers together. Right.
I know y'all wanted to get on my coach too, so go ahead and get on my coach.
Oh, Becky Hammer. Yeah, we will jump on that. Steve says, I have a 17-year-old athlete and I do everything I can to discourage posting BS on social media. That's important. That's important because at that age, man, they are looking like if he's trying to play at the next level, you have people out there looking at what you're putting out on social media. That is very, very important that they stay away from that, man. So that's a great job that you're doing that, Steve.
Yeah.
So Javon says, why isn't it more comparison with Kobe and Jordan than LeBron and Jordan? I don't know. You know, they've always made LeBron that.
Wait, where you going?
That comparison, because I mean that when he came out of high school, that's who they compared him to. Like this, he's going to be the next one. He's going to be the next greatest. It's never been Kobe because they just forget about Kobe for some reason. So I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
What? Okay. What you say that one more time, G?
They compare LeBron to Jordan because out of high school they had already proclaimed him the next Jordan, the next.
Why do you keep saying the next Jordan?
When he came out of high school, when he was in high school, he was he was dubbed the next Jordan guy. Like he was going to be the next greatest player.
So they dubbed him the next king. That's why he used king. You know, the next. Now Jordan, they always call him the GOAT, right? The greatest of all time. But this was like he's not a Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Because his game was never like Jordan-esque, never.
In high school it was.
Hmm?
In high school it was.
I disagree, but okay. So you're saying
in high school he wasn't the high flyer, the highlight in high school.
Yeah, but he was all around. He passed, he rebounded, he did everything. Jordan wasn't that dude coming out. Jordan wasn't that dude, until he hit the bucket, at North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Jordan wasn't that guy in high school. Remember, he didn't make the senior team.
No, not. I'm not comparing him to high school Jordan. They were comparing him to NBA Jordan in high school. Yeah, in high school.
Okay.
That's where it started at. It didn't start it didn't start when he got when he was in the league. It was started before that.
But that's what I'm saying. Even now, I don't compare him to Jordan. You know what I mean? Jordan was a killer. Kobe is more of a comparison to MJ than
absolutely.
Like I said, and now I say this here. This is the difference, and that I know he was asking that question, but the reason why you don't compare LeBron to Jordan is I'm gonna just use one category: flops. MJ didn't flop. Kobe did not flop. Them boys didn't have time to flop. They played hard defense. They killed you on the one-on-one. They wanted to play you one-on-one. That was their thing. But that flop thing, that acting and all that stuff. Now I know I did say that the touch foul came in the Jordan era. You know what I'm saying? I am a believer in that because they wanted to see Jordan play, not foul out. You know what I'm saying? So they came up. You can't touch Jordan. They want to see the dude do what he can or do what he can do best, which is score.
You can't beat up Jordan. You mean?
Right, whatever you want to call it.
It wasn't touch. They try to downplay it like, oh, he was just getting touched. No, it was not touch.
In the beginning, he was getting beat up. Like I said, teams like the Detroit, they did beat Boston. They beat him up. But after when he became the superstar that he was, you couldn't touch Jordan. Don't touch him. Don't touch MJ. But that's what I'm saying. So when to answer that question to me, I can just use one of them. Them boys didn't play that flop stuff. But that's just how I determine the difference between him and MJ. And I ain't even no super MJ fan, though. I will wear his shoes every day. I got them on my feet right now.
And talk about those shoes. Go check out the movie Air.
Oh, okay.
I did. I did.
I heard it was good.
I did.
I really, really, really admire his mom.
I was just about to say they made his mom more of the reason why he did what he did because they made him seem like a jerk then. Like he didn't want to go. But go see it though. Before we talk about it, go take a look at it. Stream it out. Yeah.
Cool. I just sent you something.
Phil Harris said, my cousin, does Jimmy have the energy that Jordan gave his teammates play better? Because Jimmy's teammates have become better around him.
Who are you talking about? What is it?
Jimmy Buckets.
Oh,
Buckets. Yeah, Buckets.
Man, they are 19 points.
But who is Miami?
Yeah.
So with this, OG, this here is factual all day long. LeBron is more ever. Yes. Yeah. Dirt poor kid hit $420,000 per week at the age of 18. So this is the difference between it. You comparing him to Ja?
I'm just giving you some facts.
Oh, this is a hell of a fact right here.
What's up, Cuzzo? Matt Lazone. What's up, big guy? Snack says, man, yeah, that movie was dope. That the movie Air was dope. So I gotta check it out. Check it out, man. Hey, Stanley Carter, man, welcome on, big dog. Appreciate you. They up 21 right now. Goodness.
Stanley, hit me up, man. Carter, Stanley, hit me up on these on your golf lessons, man. I need some info when you get a second.
Kanisha said y'all can just recap the Air for us because we're not watching it.
She don't like Matt Damon. I like that. She go, I don't like him. I said, it ain't got nothing to do with the movie. She go, I said, why? What did he do? I just don't like him.
Oh man.
Yeah. You don't like Matt Damon. What did he do to you?
All right, so hey, let's go ahead and jump into the WNBA. we have some. Like I said, the season started this weekend. When I tell you, the Las Vegas Aces, they come out yesterday, and they come out with a bang. I believe it was almost a 40-point lead.
They beat them by 41.
About 41 against the Seattle Storm.
They beat them by 41 points.
41 points.
105 points.
It was a close game in the first half.
The Aces?
Yeah.
Why are you so surprised, man?
I'm not. I'm just saying. Are they that good?
What you just say?
Hey, man,
What you just say?
Come on, man. Candace Parker ain't you know, she ain't the mate. She ain't
you forgot the team they had before Candace Parker came.
I'm just saying, come on, God.
Yeah. My Kanisha said it's Ben Affleck she doesn't like, not Matt Damon.
Yeah, one of them.
Ben
Affleck. Right, Matt Damon, he's pretty good in the movie too, though.
Yeah. And Chris Tucker was in it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Well, you sent me a text about 3:30 talking about how bad the shooting was.
Oh yeah, did you see that shooting? That shooting was horrible, dog.
Against who? The other team?
No, both from the game before and that game. How that game started in the first half? It was horrible. They was missing wide open shots. These are professionals.
Who had the wide? Talking about the Storm?
The Storm, even the Aces, the Dream, and then the Wings.
It's the first game.
I mean, it's the first game, but you still should be able to shoot a little bit.
But then what happened?
I didn't see the second half. I wouldn't.
But you care about the score.
Yeah,
I'm about to say
yeah.
105 to 64.
You know, I want to tell you something about this. Now, y'all beat me up about what the Aces did by Candace Parker coming there. But I don't hear y'all saying nothing about New York's team.
The Liberty
that they tried to put together.
Yeah, they lost their first game.
They won.
They lost to the Mystics the first game. They won their second game.
Oh, New York lost their first game?
Yeah, they lost their first game. They got blown out by the Mystics in that first game by 20, by 20 something. But they can't.
I see the Liberty. They've only played one game, right? They played against
the Fever. They played two. They played the Mystics on the first game, and then they played the Fever yesterday or today.
Did they? I thought. So it says here. Let me see. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Okay, the Liberty played. Now you talking about because they all played one game here. I don't see it. G. Mystics beat the Liberty 80 to 64. What's the other game you talking about?
They played the Mystics on Friday. They lost.
Friday?
They lost.
Yeah.
80-64.
Okay.
80-64. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when the season started on the 19th.
Yeah, on the 19th. Yeah.
Okay.
So the Aces look good, man. We knew it. We knew they're gonna look good. We know the New York Liberty on that side is gonna look good. But the Chicago Sky said that we got something to say too. They're not just because they lost Candace Parker doesn't mean that they're out of the loop, man. They started the season off 2-0. Over there with the Chicago Sky with a 6-point win today. The Sky's gonna make a little noise, but Liberty they'll be there in the end. My Atlanta Dream, we got to protect the ball. We are very careless with the ball out there. A lot of turnovers, unforced turnovers at that. So they got to play better. They got to care more about the basketball, and I think they'll be all right. Who else had the Mercury? BG is back in the building. She had a standing ovation from a lot of former players, coaches. A lot of celebrities came to her first game. They played the Sparks. Sparks blew them out. But she got a standing ovation when she came in. I think she ended the game with like 18 points, 8 rebounds in her first game back.
I don't like her new teeth.
She got new teeth?
Yeah, they're so big, like big veneers,
But then they played again today. This is their
lost.
first home game.
Yeah, they lost today too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost today too. So I mean, it's gonna take a minute for them to get back into the rhythm of things. Diana Taurasi is she's getting a little long with the tooth. Yeah. Steve said this is the part of the show that I can't contribute to. I don't know nothing about the WNBA. hey, just tune in with us, Steve-O. We're gonna teach you a little something about the WNBA, big dog.
Trust me, hey, I do the same thing, Steve. You hear I'm talking about her teeth. I ain't like how her teeth look,
Steve, just go with the Aces, baby. Bound to be a winner.
Do that.
All right. But then speaking of the Aces, your coach, man, she gets suspended for 2 games, and they get Becky Hammond for mistreating a pregnant player last year. Miss D'Amica Wnba.
So it came out like was it from D'Amica? Was she angry? Was she
angry because they let it go
while she was pregnant?
Okay.
So
she came out and told her she was pregnant. She's like, "Oh, okay, I can't deal with you." So she said that she was being mistreated and talked too crazy by what's her name by Becky Hammond for getting pregnant. So that's what the whole issue is. And Becky made her feel like, well, you chose family over basketball. We don't need you then.
Whoa. There you go speculating. You don't know what was said, G. Don't do that.
What happened?
G, don't do that.
But you know what? Hold on. I done heard this before. I want both of y'all opinions since y'all deeper into female basketball than me. That's always a liability for a young lady, unless you are LGBTQ, whatever, But that's always a liability for a young lady. I mean, you're supposed to be taking something, but you can get pregnant at any time, I mean, that's always a liability. So why would the coach be upset behind, a natural, thing? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Why is that a thing? Why are we talking about that? A coach getting upset behind a player, which is a female who can get pregnant, behind that happening. Because, it don't happen for men because men, it don't change their game either way. But with a female, she can get pregnant, and like we were saying, now you can only play so long. You can't get out there and bang like you normally do because you may lose your child. Your hormones are probably everywhere. Why isn't it, now that I'm hearing it now, Becky Hammond, does she have a point or does she not have a point? Should she be mad, or is this a normal thing? Because that a female, if she's dating a man, if she's married or whatever, she can possibly get pregnant. Why is this an issue?
Because they say she was bullied and manipulated while she was pregnant. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know where the proof came from. Is that Hamby's word against the coach's word? I don't know.
And that's I guess I'm okay. So like Steve just said, is it in the contract? Can I not get pregnant? Or why are you over there? With this man, what you doing?
I don't think it's in the contract.
That's what I'm saying. What's the rules here? Are there underlying rules that we're not looking at? Now they only play 36 games a year, so I can not with 36 games in their season, right? If I were
now, they're the 40 now.
40, okay. Yeah. How long is a WNBA season?
It's got to be like 4 months, 3 months now, 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
Is it 4 months?
Yeah, it's like it doesn't end now until I want to say August.
My wife said, "Please stop saying female, say woman." I apologize. My bad. Is it fair for a woman? I don't know what did female woman, if that's the same thing, but maybe I'm saying it wrong. Woman.
So she said she got traded because they feared she would get pregnant again.
Right, because see how you were going on and on a few minutes ago? So it didn't come out she was pregnant until the championship parade.
So, but they feared that. Why would you fear? She's a woman. Why wouldn't she not get pregnant again?
What you mean? It didn't come out. It came and said.
Why would you trade it because you think she might get pregnant again?
It said during the Aces Championship parade, Wnba announced that she was expecting her second child.
Okay.
And planned to play in 2023.
Did she mess up the first? I mean, a season ahead of that or a season before?
Then in January, after being traded to the Sparks, she said she had told she was not taking any workout seriously, and the Aces personnel told her they didn't see that. So all your stuff you were saying was not true. G.
What?
That she was mistreated because she was pregnant during the season.
So Becky Hammond got suspended for 2 games behind that. So there got to be some truth to that, OG.
Yeah.
No, it's just his. I mean, what did they? So who did they question to find out who was telling the truth?
I don't know, but Becky Hammond got suspended.
Yeah.
That's that. You know what that is? All they trying to do, they thought that taking Becky Hammond out of them first 2 games was gonna cause the Aces to lose, but they just go show them.
You think that's what it is?
No, it's because she
did it.
She did it. She did it.
So y'all the judge? Are y'all in the arbitration room?
Kathy Eagleton is.
It is what it is, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Was it legitimate, OG? Now we already know she taking these suspensions. She already suspended. So
when did they win the championship? They won the championship last August.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
What's your point?
She got traded in January.
After.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When is she expecting this child?
It is now May, April, and 9 come out.
When is this child expected that she's pregnant?
If it was the issue, why did it not come out when it happened?
Because you can't play basketball with a basketball under your shirt.
It was during the offseason, Corey.
Right, that's when she was banging in the offseason, but you finna be pregnant during the season.
She said she planned on playing in 2023. That was the Wnba statement.
Okay.
So my question is, if she got traded in January, if this was an issue, why is it coming out now?
Because
why didn't it come out when it happened?
It comes out whenever you can't practice, whenever you can't play, whenever we come in.
She's not playing with the Aces.
Huh?
She's not playing with the Aces. She traded. She got traded in January.
So it can't. Is she just okay? She was just saying that I got harassed or I got treated unfairly just for the sake of saying.
So you come out and say you pregnant and championship parade was in August. They don't start playing again until May of this year, May of 2024.
Sure.
This is her statement. She said, she began, I am heartbroken. Being traded is a part of the business, but being lied to, bullied, manipulated, and discriminated against is not. I have had my character and work ethic attacked. I was promised things to entice me to sign my contract extension that were not followed through on. I was accused of signing my extension knowingly pregnant. This is false. I was told that I was a question mark and that it was said that I said I would get pregnant again. And there was a concern. And there was a concern for my level of commitment to the team. All right. I was told that I didn't hold up my end of the bargain because no one expected me to get pregnant in the next 2 years. Did the team expect me to promise not to get pregnant in exchange for the contract extension? I was asked if I planned my pregnancy. When I responded no, I was then told I was not taking precautions not to get pregnant.
Get off the stick.
You finished?
Yeah.
So when did that come out?
This just came out in what is this?
So look.
I guess.
So the team was trying to say that
January. This was in January 23.
So the team was trying to say that she was irresponsible sexually.
This was in January.
January 23. That's when it came out.
In January, yeah. So you said she got traded in January, right? So she didn't wait till right now to say them. This was out in January. So this ain't something she just came out. She been said this right when it happened.
But the team was saying that she was irresponsible sexually. That's what they're trying to say. What?
My question is, I need some receipts. I want to know who else heard this.
Come on, Whitney. You need receipts.
Yeah.
I can't say that. It's a part of the female. If they're not responsible, I'm sorry, if they're part of a woman's responsibility, you got to be responsible. She's saying I'm saying it wrong. You can't. What am I doing? What am I saying wrong here? That's what Becky was trying to say, or the team was trying to say. Listen, you don't need to be taking notes.
But I guess what Kanisha coming in there saying to you is it take two to tango, so it's everybody's responsibility.
It is.
No, but what the like she said, Becky Hammond is saying is you cannot get pregnant on my team. Basically, you can't get pregnant, and that's not right. That's where is bullying. That's where is discriminating against women.
All this came about because she got traded to make room for Candace Parker.
What?
It could be. It could be.
I said all this came out because she got traded to make room for Candace Parker.
We can't prove that, but
where's the receipt?
It's just like y'all can't prove what y'all said. I ain't got no receipts.
Snack said the remake of White Man Can't Jump was all right. I couldn't get. I was trying to watch it. It was.
Why in the world? I ain't tried to watch it yet. Everything he done put Capca. He done all these questions. That ain't what we talking about.
Hey, before we leave though, I'm gonna bring up another controversial thing for y'all. So I don't know if y'all watched it today, but y'all know who won the PGA Championship today, right?
LIV Capca.
Exactly.
What you talking about? What is it?
You said they can't win over in the PGA.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, you did.
So I didn't say they can't win. What I'm saying is that if you are so strong about the LIV, right?
Okay.
Why do you want to come back to the PGA and play in the majors? If you're done with the PGA, you should be done with the PGA.
No, you can still make money.
No. You're not listening to the question.
That's you guys.
I'm not saying about what you can do. I'm saying why when you go to LIV, then you basically telling the PGA, I'm done with you.
No, you're not.
Oh my God.
Yes, you are, G.
No, because you can do both.
No, you shouldn't be able to do both. That's my point.
But you can. So they're not saying that.
My point is
you're saying that. They're not saying that.
I'm telling you, the only reason they can is because they got that rule where when you win a major, that you can play other majors so long. Other people that's on the LIV that has not won a major will not be coming to playing in no PGA no majors in the PGA.
What's going to happen now is they're going to start coming over winning. What's happening is the people that's in the LIV are now going to come over back to the PGA winning. Well, that's why they left. They went for more competitive dollars, but then they're going to still come back over here and win.
They come back to play in the majors.
So what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
My point is, if you want to disconcern yourself with the PGA, because you made a legitimate decision to go to the LIV, that's where you play the majority of your tournaments on LIV.
Money.
Okay, so go make your money. Why you want to come back to the PGA?
Because you play in the championships.
Now you done with the PGA. You don't want nothing to do with the PGA.
You're done with you're done with them. They're not.
No. When you say, okay, I'm asking you a question. If you're not done with the PGA, and if you're in LIV and you're not done with the PGA, how many tournaments does people that play in the LIV play in the PGA?
Why? Okay.
How many tournaments? This will prove which tour you on.
What it proves is I'm making more money over here, but the PGA said we need those light players, that were in the tournament with us in order for our numbers to go back to where they were. Because right now they're not.
They don't. You know why their numbers not where they were? You me tell you why their numbers not where they were? Because Tiger not playing. That's why their numbers not where they were.
That is not why.
That is why.
No, it is not.
They don't have nothing to do with no doggone Kepka, no Mickelson, no Johnson. When they play,
Tiger can't
the
finish.
rates don't go up, but you bring Tiger to a tournament,
For the first 2 days, you know, Tiger gonna have the ratings at where it's supposed to be, and then he's gonna get hurt and go home.
Regardless, if he's there, the rating's going up. It don't have nothing to do with them LIV players.
Oh my God!
I actually played with a guy today, on the golf course today, and he felt the same way OG felt. He did not want Koepka to win. Like he was mad. Like
you shouldn't.
I hope he don't win
because you made a legitimate decision. But the number of tournaments you play in determines what tour you on. There's 4 majors. I guarantee you that Koepka gonna play in more than 4 tournaments on the LIV side. That's what tour you on.
If those LIV guys don't come, you're gonna have a watered down champion for any of those PGA wins.
Yep.
Somebody that's gonna be ranked like 140 or something like that, winning it.
I'm gonna tell you what we talked about.
I'm gonna go out there and win it.
By the NBA. Okay? I'm not getting some people said that John thinks that the NBA needs him. I gave you this example last week. When Larry Bird left, when Michael Jordan left, when Kareem Abdul left, when Magic Johnson left, did the NBA stop?
We're talking about golf here.
No, I'm asking you a legitimate question. Did the NBA stop?
No, another champion came along.
So do you think because them guys went to the LIV that the PGA gonna stop?
They're not gonna stop, but is it gonna be as popular as it was? Did you watch it today?
They're not the most popular golfers out there.
Did you watch it, OG, today?
Watch what?
Golf.
PGA.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. So
did you think a PGA member non-LIV was gonna win?
Did I take a what now?
Huh?
What'd you ask me?
Did you think that a regular PGA Tour member, non-LIV, was gonna win today?
Did I think a PGA Tour
member?
A PGA Tour win or won. I want everybody from LIV to win.
I'm saying who had a chance?
Everybody that teed up on the first day.
Today, the last day. The last day. You know?
Everybody that teed up today had a chance.
On the last day, I think the only one that had a chance was Rory, right? That's the only one that had a chance today.
No, you didn't watch it. You didn't watch it, because Rory wasn't even in.
Which one was Rory? Which one did they say Rory gonna be matched up against with
Rory was playing with the guy that was the PGA amateur.
The
professional. He was playing with the PGA professional.
I missed that one then. Well, then listen, there's a reason why I ain't watching. But I'm saying.
Why you didn't watch it? Why you didn't watch it?
I think
weekend, so I was with my wife.
I think Victor had the best chance of trying to win it, to make it.
Yeah, he blew up on the 16th hole when he hit his ball at the sand trap and they got dug into the ground and he lost the shot. He doubled that hole.
Him and Scotty Scheffler. They were the two ones.
But Scotty Scheffler was winning, and Scotty Scheffler messed up on that same hole on Saturday.
Yeah,
and he lost his lead.
You lagging over there, big dog? Am I the only Twitcher suffering from freezing and lag, et cetera, et cetera?
But we ain't gonna never agree on this point. No, I just want to stir it up again.
Yeah, look, when my guy was on there saying it, man, I hope he don't win, man. I don't never want to see him win. I'm like, man, I don't have no problem with him.
They gonna win.
And then he won it. 3.1 million is what he won.
Wow, it's a little low considering what LIV won.
Yeah.
Keep your butt on LIV.
Oh man, we didn't even get to my day to your Falcons, dog.
It's all good.
We'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. Oh, yeah, he's stirring the pot. You right, Steve. He over here stirring the pot, boy. Stirring the pot, man.
I keep it all interesting. Go have some interesting conversations.
Yeah.
I'll say this here about my Falcons and their schedule. I know they said it's the one of the weakest, if not the weakest, per the percentage of points that was won the previous year by these teams. But hey, I love it. I just hope that we show up for this week schedule.
Yeah. Asada. 56. All right. All right, man. That's it, fellas. Hey, man. Episode 6 in the books, man. Steve said, "No rush to talk about the Falcons, man. Don't rush." No rush.
Yeah, that's the Celtics at halftime, 46-61.
Then let's see, and 46 on the front 9.
Oh. What you talking about?
What in the world are you talking about?
You telling somebody to scarf school today?
Yeah.
Look, fellas, before I leave, man, I know my wife will jump on me if I don't. I want to say happy anniversary to my road dog, my buddy, my homie, my ace, my loved one. You know what I'm saying? My better half, Kanisha Davis. You know, for taking me in and keeping me all these years, man. I appreciate it.
Happy anniversary to y'all, man. How many years?
12, 11.
He wrong for that.
Why don't tell me no numbers? They don't know with you.
Happy anniversary, you all, man. 11, 12, 13, 14, man. Hey, and many, many more, man.
Hey, numbers on the number, buddy. Numbers on the number.
All right.
Congratulations. Thank you, everybody out there. My guy, Not Your Average Guy, James Little John, my dad, Larry Wright, Snack Panther, my dog, my nephew, NF Skull, my cousin, Matthew Wright, and Phil, Jovan Brooks. Man, we had a nice little crew out here, man. Kanisha Davis, my wife, Crystal Wright, Stanley Carter, Kanisha Davis. Anybody else I may have missed, man? Blame it on my eyes, man, not my heart. We love y'all. Remember to check us out at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, baby. We are out.
The chat line was on fire tonight.
Yes, sir. On fire. Peace.
Damn it, Corey.
Later.